Hey guys, it's Ryan with Mama on Mission, and today I'm going to finally be bringing you health update number 7, and it is actually bedtime here, and that is why I'm having to use my ring light, and everything looks kind of weird. I'm also trying to use my phone instead of my laptop, because my laptop only does well in natural light. But with that being said, like, my setup's a little different here, and I'm trying to remember to actually like look at the camera over here instead of at myself over here. So if this is weird, I'm sorry. I just haven't had time to film during the day when I have actual natural light. So it has been a long time since we've talked health, and I wish I could say a lot has changed, but it hasn't. I think the last time we talked, I was finishing up T25. I enjoyed that program. It wasn't my absolute favorite, but I still enjoyed it. I felt like I got a lot out of it. Then I don't know if I mentioned, but I moved on to Lift 4, and that is another Beachbody program, and I loved Lift 4. It is a 4 workouts a week program. Of course, they have some recovery day exercises you can do as well, like some stretching and stuff like that. And that made it very doable because I wasn't forced to do 6 or 7 days a week. If I wanted to take those extra days, I would use them to run or to stretch or to do yoga or something like that. And I found muscle tone in areas that I never had before. I felt really strong at the end of it, which is a huge thing to me. I like, obviously feeling thin is good, fitting in clothes is fine, but being comfortable and feeling strong and yeah, I don't know, I just really like that feeling. So that was really, really good. They had, it was kind of like a live style, so it wasn't just on Monday, press play on this workout, and it's the same workout every single Monday for the however many weeks it was. They kind of follow a routine, but each individual one was filmed differently. So all, however many days it was, those were all filmed individually. So it felt fresh, but the moves and everything stayed close enough to the same that you didn't feel like a newbie every time you pressed play. So if you ever go with Beachbody, I highly recommend Lift 4. It is a blast. And there wasn't a ton of like full-on cardio. They would throw in a little here and there mixed in with these strength moves, with the weightlifting and stuff. But I always felt like I got a good sweat, got my heart rate up, and was out of breath by the end of a lot of them. So that was awesome. I didn't notice a ton of weight change, but I did notice a huge body composition change. Like I said, I saw muscle in areas that I never had before, which was awesome. So then after I finished that, I was kind of just playing around with what did I want to do next, because I could no longer, Beachbody's just not in our budget right now. So I have done a little bit of working out here and there, but nothing super consistent because I can't decide what I want to do, which is silly, but it's like I don't have a treadmill or anything where I can just be doing that in the meantime. And it's been gross and cold and icy here, so I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do health-wise, or exercise-wise. But the holidays hit, and they were rough. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like our routine was totally messed up, so even when I had an idea of what I wanted to do for a workout, finding time to do it was kind of hard. And then there's just extra food everywhere you go. Like, you go anywhere and they have Christmas cookies and candy and all the things. So, and then because my routine was messed up, my water was also lacking a lot, and I could feel the difference. My skin felt gross. I just felt bad, and I knew a lot of that was water. So in January, I don't do like resolutions, like I want to lose X amount of weight by the end of the year or whatever. But I did kind of like want to reset my focus. Since the holidays are over now, I can like think, okay, what do I want my new normal to look like? And the first thing we did was we lowered our sugar intake for the month of January significantly. My kids still have some here and there. I still have some here and there. But like they were eating some sort of sugar every day, and I probably was too. And I'm not talking just like a little sugar in your coffee. I'm talking like we had parade candy, and we had gingerbread house stuff, and we had Christmas cookies, you know, we had all the things. So for January, I called it our sugar fast, but I mean, we didn't go like anti-sugar the whole month, but we have been drastically lowering our intake of sugar. And then I've been trying to get back on track with my water. I'm doing a lot better. I still am not quite to what I would like to drink per day, but I'm getting a lot better. Getting back into the habit of drinking a lot of water a day. And I already feel like I can go one whole day with drinking the amount that I know I need to. And it's amazing the difference I feel. And then I wanted to, my other goal for January was find another workout. Since Beachbody isn't going to be an option, I wanted to find something that worked, and that's been hit or miss. I'll talk about that in a second. And then I wanted to give intermittent fasting a try. I know it is all the rage right now, and I'm typically not one to jump on bandwagons like that, but it actually makes sense to me. It makes sense to give your body time to regulate itself and to go through the natural digestion processes. And I don't know, it just seems more natural. I think as Americans, food is at the ready all the time, and it's very convenient and it's very plentiful in most houses. So we just kind of eat whenever, whatever, or we go on hardcore diets and ban all bread from our house and whatever. But I'm not going to go into what intermittent fasting is. There's 1,000,001 videos out there about it. So if you're interested, go look it up. But basically you have an eating window and a fasting window. You can basically eat whatever you want in that feasting or eating window. Obviously, the healthier you eat, the better. And I have no strict goals on what I eat. I just try to eat well. So now let me tell you about, I told you what my goals kind of are, or how I was kind of refreshing myself in January. Let me tell you how they've been going though. The lower sugar, like I said, has been going pretty well. We haven't done away with sugar altogether, but we have been eating a lot less of it. And I could do even a little bit better, I think. Not that, you know, there's some magic number. I just wanted to break that sugar addiction in our house. So, and then, like I said, when I first set the goal to get back on track with water, I was failing, but I have been doing better lately. With intermittent fasting, black coffee is allowed during your fasting period. So I found myself, when I first started the fasting like lifestyle, I found myself drinking a ton of coffee, and that was therefore making me drink less water. So I've tweaked that, and I am now getting back on track with water. And so this brings me to the workouts. So I said it was hit or miss. I'm looking for something that's free or very inexpensive, because running isn't always an option here. I have to do that when my husband is home and when the weather is good. And in January, you just don't know when that's going to be. So I tried Nike Training Club. The workouts themselves I liked. I don't really like the app. I don't really like you can pick like a program, I guess, that you want to use, but it's really hard to like track along with it. And I just wasn't loving it. I won't say that it was bad. I just wasn't loving it. The individual workouts, like I said, were pretty good. I just didn't really like the setup of it, and it wasn't very motivating. It was very easy just to skip it and not care. And so then I tried one called Fit On, and it was a little more like routine scheduled workouts, which I like. But again, I just didn't love it. I don't know. I'm going to still try this one because I didn't give it as much of a try as the Nike Training Club one. But I'm definitely not Beachbody loving it. So I don't know. Maybe I just need to lower my expectations. And I've also tried Fitness Blender. Again, I love how you can like just go and type in basically how many minutes you have, what kind of workout you want to do, and they'll pop out several that fit your criteria and you can do them. But I want that forced accountability. I want someone to say, okay, you have to do 4 workouts a week and these are the 4 you have to do, you know, something like that, or else it's just too easy for me to be like, I'll just skip it today, it'll be fine. So Fitness Blender isn't really a huge seller for me right now. So I'm just going to try Fit On again, and see if I can get more on track with it, and maybe just go on runs and walks as weather permits and as my husband's home. I don't know. If you guys have any ideas for fitness for cheap and or free, let me know. And then my fasting has been going really well other than the weekends. I have not been good on the weekends. And then I had read some information about coffee and such. And some people will tell you, and I thought this was everyone at first, that you can have up to like 35 calories without breaking your fast. And so I was starting my day with my coffee and my teaspoon of sugar in it, which is like 15 calories. And I thought I was okay. But then I've researched a little more and found out that that actually can still cause your body to produce insulin, because your body thinks, even with that little jolt of sugar, thinks, oh, it's time to start producing insulin. We're getting ready to eat. So even if you aren't getting ready to eat, your insulin levels still can spike. So I am now, the last day and a half or 2, gone to, on my fasting times, water, black coffee, that's it, nothing in my coffee. And I'm going to try that out and see if that produces better results for me, because I haven't been doing it long enough to notice big time results, but I haven't noticed a ton of results other than in how I feel, which is actually a big thing. Because typically my fasting window starts between like 7 or 8 at night, depending on what we're doing that night. Sometimes we don't get dinner done until right after 7. So like 7 or 8, and then I don't eat again until 11 or 12, depending on if I stopped at 7 or 8, because I do 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of eating. But I noticed, because I stop eating and don't eat those late snacks, and I don't wake up and eat breakfast right away, I just feel a little more awake and a little more just refreshed in the morning. I don't feel as like weighed down and yuck feeling. So that is a definite plus, but I'm going to try to tweak that coffee thing a little bit and see what that does. And try to really reel in my weekends, because my weekends, they say you can go like a little lighter a couple days a week if you need to, but I was like, they gave me an inch and I took a mile type thing, so I need to reel in my weekends a little bit. Let's see, my weight, I always save this for last, because as you guys know, if you've seen any of these videos before, I will say it again because I say it every time, and if anyone's watching this for the first time, I want them to know where I stand on this. This is not about weight. This is not about jean size. This is not about getting perfect abs or the shoulders that I want or whatever. This is simply me trying to take care of my body as a vessel for the Lord to use to serve others and to serve His purpose and to bring Him glory. So that doesn't matter, or I don't care what size that is that I am to do that. I don't care what weight I have to be to do that. I just want to take care of the vessel God's given me. But I will not idolize my body. I will not have some sort of perfect body picture that I am chasing after. I will not obsess over a number on the scale that I'm chasing after or a pant size, nor will I let my body size define me. And so that's why I don't love to mention weight. The only reason I do is because I know that I am heavier than I need to be healthy. So that's the only reason I care. And that being said, I'll step off my soapbox now, but I did gain a couple pounds over the holidays, to be expected. I knew it would happen. So my goal is to find a workout that works more consistently, which I've also considered just trying to get my steps in every day, like set a step goal and try to get those in and then randomly lift some weights. But I'm just afraid that if I don't have a like check off calendar or, you know, do these workouts on these days, I just won't do it. So I don't know. If you have any ideas, please let me know. Anyway, so get moving more, whatever that means. Get back on track with my water, which I'm doing pretty well there. Tweak those things in intermittent fasting to let my body do what it needs to do. And kind of sway away from the sugar. Again, I'm not doing anything special as far as my actual diet goes. I'm not keto. I'm not vegan or vegetarian or whatever. I simply try to eat well. And that means sometimes I do have sugar. That means sometimes I, you know, eat the bread. Sometimes I don't. I just try to get a lot of produce and a lot of protein and just trust my body to do what it needs to do. So sorry this was kind of long-winded, but that is my update. If you've been wondering, if you are in the midst of a fitness journey or a getting healthier journey, especially with this new year, let me know what you're doing down below and how that's going for you. And if you have any questions about anything that I've shared with you, let me know and I'll try to answer them next time. So I thank you so much for watching and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.